So recently on the channel, we did a video saying your Eastenders Christmas victim theories. It was a Reddit video that we did, and it did fairly well for what it was. Probably just because we had Ian Beale looking like Ian in the thumbnail. That was good fun. But in the comment section, we had a very interesting theory from a certain Leo Burton 7702 that we're going to read through here because they've suggested something spicy. They've suggested that there will be 2 dead bodies at Christmas. And I just think it's a really exciting thing. And I want to make it a thing where if there's something like cool enough from our viewers, you know, if there's something fun enough, like when Danny May went, who should Rita Simmons play in Hollyoaks? And I went, oh, that's good. You know, also that executive producer video that I will get done at some point when you have more time. It'll get done at some point because it's a cool idea saying what we do with the show and where we take it, what storylines we do. I think it'd be a pretty cool thing. But yeah, I just want to make it a thing that if people suggest cool shit, we do the cool shit. So we're going to go through their Leo Burton's theory for the Christmas Day predictions. I think it's exciting. I think it's fun.
Now, I haven't read this comment, so I have no bloody idea what happens. This guy could say Marty from back from the future fucking shoves up in this. I've no fucking idea. Ash was just like, this is a great idea. And I said, yeah.
I haven't fully read it either. I haven't fully read it either.
I'm gonna be honest.
And I think it seems cool.
Like, I was going to find the comment, but then it was just Abdul Rahim has commented. Abdul Rahim has commented. Abdul Rahim has commented. Abdul Rahim has commented. Like,
does love a good couple of comments.
I'm not finding it. I'm just sat there having a mental breakdown like this.
But yeah, I'll start reading this now. Predictions for Christmas Day 2023. Somehow it will finally be revealed that Ravi killed Ranveer. And this will lead Nish to reveal that he knew all along that Ravi killed Ranveer. Oh, and this would fuck up stuff with Suki, because Nish kind of led her to believe that she killed her, you know? Stacey and Theo will have a final confrontation in the Slater's kitchen. It will end up with Stacey having a split lip, but Martin will have the killing blow as he kills Theo to protect Stacey. I like it. I think it's a good way, because I don't think Theo can't be the body on the floor at Christmas because he hasn't done enough. He hasn't interacted with anybody else except for the Slaters. So it has to be self-contained. What?
Yeah, remember that one time he had an interaction with Suki?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. There we are. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Remember that one time? Yeah, no, fair enough. He did have that little, sorry?
I love how I could be you for 1 second. Do you actually remember this one time that Suki interacted with me?
I'm just blindly confident, just like, what?
I'm fucking right. Who's the fucking man? Who's the fucking man?
Karen will reveal everything about what Keanu has been doing to Sharon. Either just before or just after Sharon and Keanu's wedding. This will lead to Keanu being one of the prime suspects for being murdered by the 6 women on Christmas Day. That would be a good way to go. Probably not the best way, but if Keanu does continue to manipulate and lie, and Karen knows that that's not Keanu's natural, that's not who he is as a man. That's not who he wants to be. Maybe she'll feel like there's no choice.
Do you know what song I need playing in the background when that happens?
What?
There's a song I'm on playing on the radio in the background. Am I a Muppet or am I Muppet of a man? Okay. Well, that must make me a very Muppet man.
Okay.
Because he's a Muppet.
Linda will have a confrontation with Dean upstairs, and the confrontation will leave Dean unconscious, but he won't die. Oh, all right. Dean's not dying. Maybe not just yet. We don't know yet. But yeah, fair enough. I think one thing that would be good to have, it'll have good to have Linda have control of Dean and just kind of not fucking do anything similar, but just have him feel as vulnerable as she felt, you know? Because it'll be all smarmy into the, like, upcoming, but if he, like, you know, if he's injured or he's, like, tied up or some shit, he'll be like, you know, he'll be the fucking, he'll actually be the victim that time. He'll actually be a fucking, like, all that power is going to be taken away. And that's a scene we need to see between Linda and Dean. Harvey will reveal to Kathy on Christmas Day / Christmas Eve everything that Rocky's been doing with how he set the cafe on fire and all about the gambling. Kathy will have an intense argument with Rocky, and it will end up with Kathy calling the police on Rocky. I like it. Sounds reasonable. I don't think he dies. I think that... Oh, fucking... This gets spicy, this stuff. This gets spicy. Oh, Leo, you fucking outdone yourself here. God. Yeah, I think because Rocky's gonna get like a Frank Butcher type exit. I feel he's gonna be disgraced. He's gonna just peace out. Just go. Well, I tried, but ultimately, I'm still a useless con man, and I don't have anything. So that'll fucking happen. Stacey and Jack's affair will finally be revealed, which will lead to a violent confrontation in the Vic, which will lead to Jack being one of the prime suspects for being murdered by the 6 women on Christmas Day. I haven't even seen Jack as a real, like, suspect in this situation. But, I mean, judging what Ravi's done, and it has been doing, and what Jack is said to do, you know, like, maybe Jack is the suspect for Denise. Right? Maybe that is the actual case. I personally don't want Jack... as this implies, I don't want Jack to die. As much as the character's been in a really weird state of limbo for, like, the last couple of years, and he's been fairly useless, I still want, like... I want a Branning, like, patriarch on the show. And I feel like it'll be a shame to kill off Jack in this way. Because, you know, I just want Max and Jack to be, like, in their 70s, like, fucking smoking a cigar, just like, you know, just, that'd be great fun. The 2 main suspects in the last minutes of Christmas Day will be Jack and Keanu. Keanu won't be killed off as he is too new of a character, so won't leave enough of a punch. Also, a lot of people don't like the character, so he wouldn't be missed. So that means that the last person remaining, who I think it is most likely to be killed by the 6 women, is Jack Branning. I like it. There is reason. He will be cheating on Denise. He'll be causing issues. You know, we're getting there. After the way he treated Denise, Amy, Ricky, and Stacey at the beginning of the year, and after the recent revelations of Jack and Stacey's affair, it will lead to a final confrontation between Jack and Denise. And in the end, Denise is about to strike Jack around the head with a champagne bottle, but instead Amy Mitchell enters the scene and shouts to Jack, all of this is your fault. Amy then potentially bring out her inner and future Ronnie Mitchell, whacks Jack over the head with a champagne bottle, which will cause Jack to die from a brain aneurysm. Whoa, that's pretty spicy, that one. I'm down. I'm convinced. God, I'm gonna start touting this theory immediately. Well, actually, Jack is going to be the victim. It'll be interesting because, in terms of who's actually supposed to die, not many of the characters are long-running characters. Like Theo, introduced this year. Rocky's been around 2-3 years. Keanu, well, like 4 or 5 years maximum. Nish this last year, or maybe even 22. Ravi, again, a recent addition. And to someone else who I've forgotten. But yeah, no one's really a long-running character on the show. Other than Dean, I guess. But even then, he's dipped in and out for years and was never really there for that long. So, I like it. I like the idea of it being Jack. I don't like the idea of Jack dying, simply because he is one of the few very strong legacy characters that just take the character in a different direction. He can do a lot more on the show, I'll say that much. But I like it, though. I like it. The whole Branning Mitchell drama has been throughout the whole year. Like, I like it. I like it so far. Denise, then, I also like the idea of turning, like, kind of making Amy a bit of a mix between both Ronnie and Roxy as well, where she's slightly cold and slightly off, but also has a lot more of the front of Roxy and maybe a bit more brash, a bit more, make some dumb decisions, I like it. I like it. It's an interesting way to take the character as it's a very important legacy character. Denise then yells at Amy and says, "What have you done? You've killed him." After a few moments, Denise will calm down and tell Amy to get out the pub while Denise makes it look like Amy was never there. Pretty good, pretty good. The rest of the 6 women will then enter the scene, shocked to see Jack on the floor dead, and Sharon will state the lines, "He's dead." Obviously, that was the one in the trailer. In the aftermath of Jack's murder, Denise takes the rap, and the other 5 women cover up Jack's murder by burning the Vic down. Oh. Can't imagine the Vic being properly burnt down for long. But I don't mind it. Although my idea is to have the body in that suit of armor, because it sounds like some really good comedy scenes.
So, remember when we were playing 2K23 with the dying fucking thing?
I just think that it has a really funny but still kind of like fucked up way, but really kind of entertaining. If it's that suit of armor. This will also lead to Lauren and Penny's return the first few weeks of the new year, after Penny is called back to the square to identify Jack's dead body. This could also lead to the return of Max and potentially the rest of the Branning family. I like it, I like it. This could also bring a really interesting storyline for Penny as she tries to investigate Jack's disappearance, with Christmas 2024 being a massive confrontation between Amy and Penny after Penny learns Amy killed Jack. A bit like Christmas 2010 with the rivalry between Janine and Stacey after Janine learnt Stacey killed Archie. This could also mean that technically we have Ronnie Mitchell back from the dead, but also that we don't, as Amy will become the new Ronnie Mitchell of Square as she grows up. I love it. I love it. That's a fucking banger theory. It does help out also just because I'm not really super, I'm not very good at, kind of plotting out a scenario. So, I just love these theories. They're fucking great. I'm an ideas person, and I'd be down to see Jack die on Christmas. As long as we do re-establish more Brannings in tow. I'd also like the idea because the police are going to rule it as an accident, right? They're probably going to rule something as an accident, or it's going to get covered up. No one's going to know. And then one character who's not there, but will have to figure out what the fuck happened. And, that character investigating, be Penny, be Shirley if Dean dies, that's a cool fucking prospect. You see this slowly unravel over the course of the next year.
What I would only change about that pick is I wouldn't have Theo die. And that's not because I'm a Theo fan. I just feel like if you're bringing Penny and, what's her name, Lauren back, we already know that Shirley is back. So something has to happen to Dean on Christmas. I know you're going to say, well, he's unconscious upstairs. But something severe has to happen to Dean that makes Shirley go, right, lads, what the fuck's going on here now, lads? I was going that.
It has to give a reason when she hasn't really felt like there's been a reason to come back. Fair enough.
Let's just look at this. Like, Charlie's not going to walk into the frick and go, Linda, come here, give me a big hug. Come here. Who's a good bitch? Who's a good girl? Come on. Bad bitches for life. No, she's fucking Charlie. She's got me. Oh, you wankers. What did you do with my son? Boom. Right hook to George. Right in the fanny to Elaine. Right to the face to Linda. Ollie gets punted down the stairs. That's Shirley Carter. That is the Shirley I know. Right in the Shirley Carter pussy. Go on.
I do like the idea of setting up more stuff with Amy, because you have to bridge between the teen and then becoming an adult. And, like, if you leave that as the fucking blueprint, like, she's going to kind of become Ronnie 2.0. Like, oh, come on, that's fucking.
You could also bring back. You could also then bring back Roddy and Roxy if you wanted to. They find out, and then ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
even though one of them is contracted to Hollyoaks, but shh.
I mean, she hasn't showed up yet.
Just get a look like
she was announced like half a year ago. She's not here yet.
Maybe they canned her.
No, definitely not. I like it though. I like the way it builds on certain characters. It makes the change, and honestly, as much as I'm saying Jack's a good legacy character, he's not really a good character on the show. Like, he doesn't do much. He's just there to be the dad, and that's kind of what he just does. He's not a good husband. He's not a good dad, and he's just kind of like setting up the next generation. So it would be a shame, but if this is the outcome where we bring back more Brannings and we reestablish the family, we get Max back, we get Lauren, we get Penny, I'm super down for this.
We get Abby.
And then they just quickly wrap it up by saying, so overall, I think there'll be 2 deaths on Christmas Day. Theo Hawthorne killed in the Slater's kitchen by Martin. Down with that too. And Jack Branning is hit with a champagne bottle by Amy Mitchell after Jack's affair with Stacey is revealed, and also the way Jack's been treating Amy, Ricky, and Denise for the last year. I like it. I like that theory. And I do say just before, we'll kind of talk through some of it after, but just if you have theories like this, fucking tell us, because this shit's fantastic.
One of us will probably put out a community post saying, leave us you commenters, theories, and we will probably do a video about what you, the Watching Walford community, think. It depends on Ash, but I would personally like to do that. We already hear from one of them, but it would be nice to hear from like Abdul Rahim, Danny May, I think that's his name. I'd love to hear from them guys, but
just their name.
I'd love to hear from them. Like, obviously, I just think, because I'm not on the Dean Wicks Dies of Christmas body train. We'll go with that. I'm not really on that train, but obviously he is that red herring that, like, unless they're going to do a swerve, a good old to Ash knows who I'm going to mention here, a good old Finn Russo swerve where you think it's going to be Dean but it's not, then I don't know. But I would love to see it be Jack. It would be interesting because you could bring all the Mitchells back, or all the Brannings I should say.
Yes.
And you could bring Ronnie back, or whichever one is not in Hollyoaks.
Yes, Ronnie.
Ronnie,
but
you could
I
bring her.
also think that as a whole, I don't know if it's actually happening, but we are getting rid of the Taylors, right? They're leaving.
Yeah.
And,
We're getting rid
and
of all of
Priya
them.
and the Panasars, they're getting elevated more. But you also need some other family to take a lot of the slack that the Taylors would have had. And this, makes Amy Mitchell more of an adult character, reestablishes the, Fox Brannings, and yeah, I like it. It'll be a good way to kill off a character who's not that important to the show at this point. Like, he doesn't do much. But also, him having an affair storyline would be very good to kind of remind everybody what Jack is good at as a character. Because he goes under the radar a lot of the time. But he does a lot of the stuff very well. He's a very good actor, he's very strong, like, knows his fucking... Like, he's very good. I think it'll be a good way to get people invested in the character again. Only to just suddenly go, oh, fuck you, you're dead, you know? Like, it's a really cool way to re-establish a character and then establish a whole new fucking age of the family. It's just great stuff.
But my one problem with this theory is just it's the fact that it's Jack branding. I understand people can go back to the start of the year, but let's be honest, Eastenders fans are not smart. Let's be honest. Most of them are not smart. They're not going to remember this. Like, Ash only remembers a single line that Carrie said to Linda, I believe, a throw-off line, like, to all the bad men who hurt us. Jack hasn't really hurt them. Yeah, he's insulted them, but he hasn't, like, you know, punched Amy in the face, fucking body slammed her through a table. Like,
I mean,
he's
he
only
was causing a lot of the problems.
He was causing a lot of the problems, but he wasn't, like, you know, like, compared to Dean, he didn't do a big impact. He didn't dent them, basically.
But imagine if he starts blackmailing everyone and starts kind of being a bit more like a fucking corrupt officer. Like...
Yeah, okay, fine, I'll give you that. But what I'm just saying is, at the current moment that I sit here on the, what day is it? The 16th, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, on the 16th, I just don't see it because not enough things.
Nothing's been built yet. We haven't seen what Jack's doing or Denise is doing, possibly. You know, like, we haven't seen that just yet. So yeah, it's a cool theory, but we'll have to wait and see if any of it comes true. But as just said before, that's a double thumbs up from me. It's a cool theory. Leo's done a good job with this one. I think it's a pretty exciting theory. Does also make sense because it feels like I do start to agree that probably more than one person's gonna die. But I just think it's just fantastic. It's just a great theory. I had great fun reading it. Great fun kind of like thinking through the possibilities. Like, it was just pretty good. But as we finish this video off, there's 2 other comments on that video. So as said before, if you want some of your stuff read out on the channel and we go through it, we discuss it, you know, keep commenting. Keep commenting if we think it's good enough, if we think it's enough for a video. This one's somehow 23 minutes. You know, if we like it, we'll go through it and we'll review it, as does this one. So there we are. But yeah, that theory, great theory, good fun. I like it. Made me think of Jack as an actual possibility, given interesting and like genuine reasons as to why Jack would be like this and why he'd be a suspect. So all in all, double thumbs up. Good theory. Keep it up. Good work. But the 2 other comments, someone just says, red herring is Phil Mitchell, dead body is Dean Wicks. Just to kind of, because we'll probably talk about it in the Who Dies at Christmas 2 or 3. Is Phil even a possible victim at all to you? Because I can't see him getting killed off for a good long while.
It's simply, and I'm just saying this, and fans can get upset at me. The only reason he's fucking even a shite on the floor, like a small little shite on the floor, is simply because he's doing a pantomime in early 2024. That is literally the only reason people have went, well, actually, it's going to be Phil Mitchell. Like, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Steve McFadden is doing a pantomime. He's doing a pantomime.
He always does.
Yeah. He always does a pantomime. But do you really think, right? Do you really think Chris Crenshaw is going to go, well, actually, Steve, I know you're doing a pantomime, so get on that fucking floor, boy. Get on that fucking floor. Like, no, he's Steve McFadden. Like,
he is probably the biggest character still on the show.
Right, I'll give you an example. It's like if they didn't kill Dirty Den off and he was just a legacy character. He stayed there for 20, 30 years and he just kept doing pantomimes. He didn't get in trouble. He didn't slag off anyone. Would you really go, yeah, he's going to be killed straight away? No, you wouldn't, because he's Dirty Den. Same with Phil. It's the exact same thing. You're not going to immediately go, actually, it's going to be Phil. I don't mind people to comment that. I just want to say that you're honestly, if you're literally only basing it off the fact that Steve McFadden's doing a pantomime and not what's going on in the show, I don't think that's good. I don't think your theory holds up, in my opinion. If you're given actual reason why Phil Mitchell is, why you think Phil Mitchell is, instead of just going, he's doing a pantomime, and like, come on, like literally everyone on the show nearly does a pantomime.
Yeah, like it's a good payday. You get a decent flat rate for doing it. It's just how it works. It's a soap thing. They get a fat fee to just be and just do like a run of shows, and it's how the soap business works.
Would love to meet Steve McFadden.
Of course.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I do, Ash? Go to these big bald heads or slap and go, well, hello, slaphead.
I'm good. I'd rather not do that to a well-respected actor and legend.
Yeah, he'll probably beat the shit out of me, no.
And someone else says that was Kevin Harkin, by the way, who says red herring Phil Mitchell, dead body Dean Wicks, and a commenter called the Hoovian with a small coffee 7319. Long name, good lord.
Maybe shorten that, mate. Maybe shorten.
No, small. No, small collect, not coffee. It's on the small screen. My eyes are getting worse. Sorry, I butchered your name. Someone says, I think it's going to be 2 people dying at Christmas, so I think Dean will sneak into the Vic and attack Linda upstairs, where Gina stabs Dean to protect her. This would explain Linda being upstairs in the trailer and having a busted lip. The reason I think Gina is going to be a killer is because her main colour is orange, and we don't have an orange colour in the 6. I think it'd be interesting.
I'll give you that. You didn't go, well, actually, it's going to be on a pantomime. I'll give you fucking that. At least it is still a bit of shite, but at least you put effort into the shite.
I mean...
No, I'm not being mean here. I'm just saying, at least you put effort in.
No, but, I mean, also my angle is Clenshaw likes to establish new characters, right?
Yeah.
And he believes in the new characters he's established. So I wouldn't be surprised if Gina... Because Gina's kind of had a lot of really good stuff this year, but it's kind of been on the down low. But I wouldn't be surprised if they... Like, in my current idea, I kind of believe that... I think that Elaine will kill Dean. That's the main theory that I subscribe to. And that'll kind of put Elaine as, like, the fucking key figure on the show, establish her properly, as you get to see her kind of fucking... Well, she's more vulnerable, right? It's like she's did something horrific. She's not a murderer, right? That's not something she ever wanted to do. But it's kind of re-establishing her caring for Linda and being the mum, stepping up when she's needed to. And that's why I could easily imagine it being Gina to kill Dean. Or something else like that. But there we are. Thank you, Leo Burton, for your cool theory. I think that's fucking sick. I'm happy that we got to read it. And as said before, as said multiple times, tell us your theories in the comment section down below. Because if it's good enough, if we think it's a cool idea, or if we just get enough responses, another video exactly like this to be made. There we are. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, been joined by Piggy.
You can follow our social media here. If you want wrestling, you want good old wrestling, follow One More Match, 182. If you want, give me a second. If you want our socials are Watching Walford on Twitter /X, Instagram and Twitch. And if you want Aqua Dreams, Mr. Ashy Dreams, you can follow him on YouTube at Aqua Dreams, Twitch at Aqua Dreams, and Twitter at Real Aqua Dreams. Real Aqua Dreams. I keep thinking it's productions, but it's not. Yeah. So again, you like that content? Subscribe. If you don't subscribe. Leave a nice comment though. Tell us we're sexy. Thanks. It's nice to hear if you tell us we're sexy. Boosts our confidence. Um, boost my confidence at least. So
Yeah,
thank
my
you.
ego's already up here. Don't need the compliments.
So again, follow us in the next one, and we will see you next time. Maybe not. Maybe we'll be the body on the floor.
It's gonna be us. We're gonna be yeah, but it's like we're not even gonna be dead. We're gonna be like kids when they're playing hide and seek and they think they're hidden because they're like on the floor hiding their eyes. They're like
Keanu's just gonna come up.
And then it's just like, what are you doing on the floor? Get up. And we're like, you got me. And then we're going to walk away. And then it's going to be a show tune. We're all going to be like, da-do, 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 Santa baby. And we do like a cabaret, like the leg kicks, the curtain goes. And that's a Watching Walford Christmas right there. Thank you for watching.
I'll just be in the background. Sorry, I'll just be in the background, and you'll be singing Santa Baby. I'll just be in the background going, "War is over."
Exactly.
War.
So,
but yeah, follow us. We're delicious. You're delicious.
Just make sure to keep watching. Tell us your theories. We want to hear them. And we aren't mean either. We gave that all the time it deserved, and it deserved a lot of time. So once again, thank you, Leo Burton, for your theory. And I hope people like it. But, you know, if you have any criticisms, direct it to us. Don't direct it at them. Just, you know, respect us. That's someone putting their theory out there. So just respect it. I'm not putting my theory out there that much. But I'm also a talking head and I make loud noises. So, you know, throw the tomatoes at me. There we are. Thank you for watching. Join us in the next one. Bye-bye.